Okay, so one of the big parts of this whole WorkShore Co-Working project, where we're trying to set up a co-working space for professionals in Newcastle County Down, and for anybody within the surrounding area, anybody that was within about half an hour's traveling distance that currently works from home and would like to get out and meet people and to network and collaborate and just, get a break from the four walls closing in on them. That project, I think it's time for an update. It is almost 2 weeks since I decided to act on this idea. I've wanted a co-working space or to be part of a co-working space in Newcastle for a long time. And because there's not one there, I thought I would start my own. And I just wanted to give you an update on how that is progressing, what the developments have been and how far we've got so far. So we have been in negotiations with the estate agent. The lease on a property, which will be fantastic, 3 big event and shared working spaces with 3 smaller offices for people who need more private space, a kitchen and other facilities. We hope to hear the outcome of that very soon. So we would be hoping to put ink to paper on a lease very soon. We have had a fantastic guy come along and who is building our website. So a website is in development for WorkShore, where you'll not only be able to keep up developments through a blog and information and all that type of stuff, diaries for events and all that great type of stuff, but you will be able to book your table and pay and all that type of stuff. So the website is currently in development. We have started a LinkedIn group page specifically for WorkShore, where all the information and details on a day-to-day basis will be updated. We have a Facebook page for people who prefer Facebook. I know I'm a Facebook guy. That's where I would do most of my stuff. And we're also tweeting and stuff as well. We have had fantastic engagement across the various social media profiles. We've already had almost 200 people join us, engage with us, and they're with us now on the journey. And if you're watching this, you're probably one of those 200 people, and it's growing day by day. So the interest around this is really growing. We've had people reach out to support, with offers of furniture. And there's also this fantastic logo, which was created for us by Catherine Muldoon. I can't thank her enough. And loads of words of encouragement and support across all our social media profiles by friends and associates and businesses that are interested and are supporting us to get it up to sea. So there's a lot going on. I suppose the biggest thing is it's the biggest thing, but it's a big part of what we're trying to do. So one of the things we're trying to do is validate the idea. By validating what we're doing is how many people would actually be in a position to pay for a co-working desk or a hot desk or a permanent desk or a separate office when the co-working space is actually up and running. Now, this is happening. There is going to be a co-working place in Newcastle. I am going to be relentless about this. I'm going to be dogged and determined and all those things that people need to do if they want to get something completely new off the ground. And honestly, if you don't want to hear about co-working and co-working in Newcastle, probably now is the time to mute Martin Gilchrist or mute WorkShore Co-Working, because it's going to be daily. Every day I am going to be on this. But that idea of validation, why do we need to validate it? Why do we need to see how many people are interested before we actually set up the office and fill it full of furniture? Well, unfortunately, we're not millionaires, and somebody has to pay for desks, and somebody has to pay for stools and paint on the walls and carpet and fixing up the kitchen and everything else. And that's why we launched the GoFundMe. GoFundMe is, yes, it's about money. Obviously, the more money we have, the more resources we have, the better we can make this on day one. You know, that goes without saying. But if we can validate the idea and show that there's a huge amount of support for it, or a big amount of support, or a moderate amount of support, or even a small amount of support, when we're talking to other people, when other people who don't know me and or aren't too sure about the idea of co-working in Newcastle, if we can show them that there's validation for the idea, that there are people that have committed to the idea, that have put their hand in their pocket and voted, you know, that way to show that they're keen, it makes the argument far stronger. It also means that the co-working space can start off with more stuff. You know, there's a possibility, and I hope it's not the case, but there's a possibility that this co-working space will just have to start off with a desk and a chair and a broadband connection. You know, start off with what people are asking for. You know, not what I think the world wants, and maybe what I want. You know, in my own fantasies and dreams. What is it that you actually want? What is it that you want? Do you want a table in Newcastle? Do you want that access to superfast broadband? Do you want an event space, a place to meet other people, a place to work, rest and play, to be able to benefit from all the utilities and facilities that there are in Newcastle, from the leisure centre to golf courses to tennis courts to the bowling greens, coffee shops, restaurants and everything else in between? Would you actually pay for that, pay for the privilege to come into the work, for the facility, maybe not privilege, the facility of coming into a co-working space? That's what I want. That's what I hope other people want. And that's why we're doing this. I might be paying for the lease. I might even be paying for paints and carpets. I might even be paying for a table and chair. But if I'm going to be the only person in it, there's no point in me having 20 desks. You know, this will happen. Don't come back to me in a year's time and we will have people in our co-working space collaborating, innovating, hosting events, attending events, supporting each other and everything else. That is absolutely going to happen. I'm going to make that happen. But the question is, how quickly does it happen? And what resources are available in the office? That's why there'll be these constant updates to keep you going. So the latest thing that I need to be aware of is that there is a GoFundMe. I need you to, it's either going to be up there or it's going to be down there. There's going to be a link, might be over there. It's funny where these things pop up, but I need you to go right now if you want to support me in this project and contribute something, anything. And it's not that it's not a charity, you know. Although we are using what's called a GoFundMe platform, it can be used for business purposes as well. And if you read the GoFundMe, you'll see that for certain levels of contribution, you will get certain benefits in return. You're not paying for the benefit, but you're funding it, and as in reciprocity, we'll offer the benefit. So, for example, if you do £10 worth of support, you're going to get 5 hours worth of co-working or hot desking space. You know, all the information's are on the GoFundMe. You can read down through it and you can see what you think yourself. Guys, I really look forward to seeing you there in the near future. There's 10 minutes. This should only take 5. I will cut this short now, but if you have any questions, if you're interested in this at all, if you know anybody else that is, please reach out to me. Let me know. I'll catch you later. Thank you.